Hi, this is Jose Covarrubias with a teaching presentation for week 7, CIT 36, and it is password hash. This function is primarily used to encrypt passwords and other text that needs to be protected from being sent as a clear text. The password hash function accepts three parameters. The first one being the string, obviously referring to the text attached to the variable that we're using. We can also do direct text, as in quotations, as I will show it on the code. The algorithm is the parameter. This parameter expects an integer value that refers to the algorithm to be used for the purpose. So by default, the most common is default, password default right here. And also accept the bcrypt, which also generates a similar hash, and the argon 221. So basically, it just gives the function instructions to us to how many times encrypt, or loop through the encryption to make it more difficult. Like I said, the most commonly used is the password default, as it contains the most recent updates on the library tools on any of the text editors, like the one that we're using in this class, the Visual Studio Code, or many others. So that's already been updated by developers. The last parameter is the option, which also gives you additional features in the option and the function, which is the cost and the salt. This is something that you can manipulate as well. It is not widely used among developers. It is recommended not to use it, in fact, because of the reason that we just mentioned, that the algorithm will create or use the most recent encryption options out there. So I will present a little example of how this works. I have a very simple text right here on my variable. On the first option, I'm going to use the default encryption on the function, password hash, and then I'm going to print it out on the screen. On the second option, I'm going to use another encryption function, the MD5, which is something the encryption. If you know a little bit about encryption, it's another option available out there. Like I said, this will be the most commonly used, and this looks like this. That what's interesting is that the MD5 encryption does not change. Password hash would change the encryption result every single time you refresh the page or resubmit the form, if this was a password to be submitted. So if I go ahead and if you guys pay attention here, and this is the password hash and this is the MD5, this will not change even after I refresh the page. And the other one does. You'll see how it changes to numerous variants. None of them will be the same. Probably after many attempts it might, but that would makes it complicated for someone to decipher that this is actually the encrypted text. So this is the presentation about password hash function. Thank you.